Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some space here. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got it down to the 28. The Panthers at 8-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's Corral on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Corral nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go. And I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control. And that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there. Turn the ball over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's the first carry of the game for haymakers. And down he goes at the 49. 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. Your first incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you're going to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to build those nickel set packages, don't they?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Corral on 2nd down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 3rd down, Vick, and he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down. Corral throwing forward on 4th. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Corral. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they're running at varying speeds. hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play action here, Corral. Just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season. And that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense got pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your holding back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down with Akers. And some room to run now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back to the 25. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, his throw incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just got good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
There's the option going left on second down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On third down, here's Corral. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mahomes going to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a footlace. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Mahomes now on first down. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mahomes now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and
and he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Vick. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, Corral.
Gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. McPherson on for the point after.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the Akers hit. He coughs it up.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Corral looking to pass. 2nd down.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's got some space here.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
12 more yards there and another first down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. A give up the middle to Akers.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 27-yard line.
138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Corral, 3rd and 2.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Fourth down. Here's Corral.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down. Here's Corral with it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Here's Corral.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
174 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw, Corral.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Corral.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They'll go again here with Akers.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And Corral will throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Corral complete quickly out wide here.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 51 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. One final try from Mahomes. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the